All right, let's open this thing up a little bit. I don't know how it's set up for red line, but we're gonna find out. Here we go. Hi everybody, Jim from County Corvette. I have today a mint, like new, 2011 SSRS Camaro that it still looks like a brand new car. Probably a little bit better. It's always been inside. It's always been pampered. And here we are 13 years later and it's only has 2,700 miles on the clock. So that said, when this car was bought new, our customer, and I say our customer because we've known this car since it was new, from the time he did his research in the magazines to the time he went to the dealer and bought the car new, the original window sticker, invoice, financing, every service record from when it was new. And then the car came here almost immediately and we did a cam, an intake setup on there. I think it's just the Airaid, not the actual intake, but the air induction part of it. Corsa Exhaust and fat suspension. And it was pretty extensive. It was over $5,000 worth of work. And dyno tested it, did a tune then and time dyno tested it. Has 447 rear wheel horsepower. And most of these cars that you see out there that were modified, they're just, if they're still around, they're flogged. They got tons of miles, they're just whooped. This thing was always adult driven, never abused, never raced, driven to really cruise nights and sparingly used. So the car looks, runs, and drives like a brand new car. It's probably nothing out there in the marketplace. It's great color combination. It is a manual. So it's just a hard car to duplicate. But I have extensive documentation, obviously 2 sets of keys, and there's no other documentation to have for a car. Stuff like this is just, it's really hard to find. There's no nicks, chips, scratches, and it just looks, it looks like a new car. So we're gonna take it out for a drive. I prefer driving these cars with the top down because it's got better visibility. That was my only complaint about these cars when they came out. I'm a little on the shorter side and I can't see real well out of them. If you're on the bigger side, then you're cramped up. I'm kind of on the downside. But with the convertible, with the top down, it's like a different car. It's glorious to drive. So we're gonna take it out. It's a nice spring day here in Pennsylvania. And we're gonna take it out and run it up a little bit. So let's go for a ride. All right, we're getting up to temperature here. Not up to full temp, but we're good enough to get started. This car is like barely broken in. Showing 2,789 miles on this car. The interior in this car is literally like new. I mean, there is no wear on this thing whatsoever anywhere. Not a mark. This is a car you can buy sight unseen. You got my personal assurance that this car is as new. And I don't say that lightly. It's a conservative tune in it. We tune these cars on the very conservative side. We can always get a little bit more horsepower, but we go for longevity. The tires on this car are good too. They're not flat spotted or there's no vibrations. Feels really nice. Honestly, I can see myself driving this car in the early days of spring here. Get some nice vitamin D absorbed into my skin. It's actually the best idea I had all day. There's just nothing like the first week of spring where you have days like today and you can just, drive a car like this and it's not cold and it's not hot. It's just perfect. Sun in your face. There's nothing about this car I don't like. Heck, we're even going to make the light here. All right, let's open this thing up a little bit. I don't know how it's set up for red line, but we're going to find out. Here we go. All right. That's nice. That's really, really nice. It sounds kick-ass. Right up to like 6,500 RPM. Now the way this thing's tuned, it doesn't start popping and sputtering. It goes up the red line, and it's where it peaks out torque-wise, and you just want to shift it there. It just feels natural. So this thing is set up about as good as you can ask. Doesn't miss a beat. There's no flat spots throughout that power range, and what a sweet torque curve this thing has. I really like this car. And for the money, you can't get anything in this range that's going to look, perform, and deliver such a value. It's a lot of car for the money. You know, if I could afford the insurance, I'd buy this thing for my soon-to-be 17-year-old son, but that ain't gonna happen. Insurance is for new drivers is not cool, even with a perfect record and you know, high grades, almost straight hundreds in honors. My son's insurance is insane, so this isn't the car for him. But if you're over 25, yeah, buddy, this is it. Now, it's a great car, no excuses. Buy it sight unseen. You won't, you'll never regret it. And you can light up the tires too. I'm trying hard not to. But yeah, if you open this thing up, mash it early, you know, low in the power range, it's just gonna burn them up. So great car here, folks. Don't hesitate on it. Let us know what you think, and we'll work something out. All right. Well, thanks for watching my video. Please subscribe, and don't snooze on this one.